Demonic Angel. We're gonna end the night tonight with a occult music playlist. I do this every year. I think the last couple years I have, and then I thought, what the heck, we'll do it tonight. I mean, what the hell, right? And you know, we'll just kind of put that one out there because it's easy going. Next up, I'm going to do the Lovers. I just wanted to bring my unique perspective, and this one's really detailed and in depth for me. You know, because of course it's not like straightforward like people want, like, oh, the Lovers. It's really so rich in esoterica that I really like to look into that kind of part, and that maybe some of the psychological aspects. You know, what can I say? So yeah, we'll just go over some music, and you can share some bands with me if you like. This is just mostly music I like that's occult stuff. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'll put last year's video in the description below, but yeah, easy going, and then we'll get back into tarot. Ghost. I love Ghost. I was the way I found them was actually that I was on YouTube one night trying to look at ghost videos or photos, you know, where they actually try to film. It's like supposed, you know, people filming real ghosts or paranormal activity. Not that I buy all of it, but it's just kind of my thing and it's background to me. So, you know, I just was searching that. I just typed in ghost, and their Ghost Monstrance Clock song came on. And I was like, what the fuck is this? This is so cool. I did, you know, I really thought maybe I knew about Merciful Fate, some of the classics that were kind of satanic, but not, I had just never heard them, so it wasn't like within the first few years they came out. You know, I don't know, maybe like 2015, something like that. Of course I was hooked. I still am. I love Ghost. What can I say? The real Satanists, at least Tobias Forge, I don't know how to say his actual name is, and that's how it is. Really interesting dissection. The Somber Lane and Where Dead Angels Lie. Those are two of the most beautiful satanic songs ever. Like, he is like the Randy Rhoads of Satanism. John Notvey, he was the lead singer. And he just really brings such a power to it. There's a whole story behind him going to jail for like cult murder, and he eventually committed suicide. So it's really like intriguing if you're just, I don't know, if you want to just go down the rabbit hole some night, just look into the lead singer's life, because it's a trip. Yeah, oh, I love Danzig. I'd heard that song Mother, especially in the 90s, all the time. Like, all the fucking time on the radio. And I never really thought much about it. I'm a kid, but also, you know, you don't really think Satanism when you hear that song. So I just happened to look up some more of his, you know, look him up on YouTube one day, and then I was like really surprised, and I was like, wow, this guy's got a fucking album called Lucifuge, and it's clearly, you know, Glenn Danzig is a Satanist, so that was really interesting and a fun find for me. A Morbid Angel. They're great, 90s. I think they were briefly featured on a Beavis and Butthead cartoon that might have made them popular. Definitely one of the first like satanic bands to like produce a, you know, an actual song that, you know, was played on TV. So and their videos are all really cool. I think that all their music is great. Late 80s, 90s. you know, not necessarily satanic, I would say, but I like Iron Maiden, Judas Priestess. Huntress is a, you know, occult kind of band. The lead singer, she, you know, committed suicide, but there's a song called The Eight of Swords, and that's, you know, I mean, tarot, hello, and you know, that's really incredibly done. I love her voice in that. And then, oh, my husband was telling me about you know, the Grinch movie, the one where with Jim Carrey. So Cindy Lou Who, she's like a lead singer in a band now that's really goth and almost has like a BDSM look to it, and that's pretty cool. You know, I never was like, I was like, what? You know, he goes, yeah, she was the girl from that movie. And I was like, that's just crazy. Oh yeah, well, some of the other music I like, Cottonmouth Kings. I think anybody who was a stoner when I was in high school, because I was kind of more of an occasional stoner in high school. I didn't smoke pot very often. It was really like if I was out with friends and they were smoking pot, like hanging out with skaters. At that point, I wasn't like a regular connoisseur of cannabis, like, you know, I am, which is mixed as well, because sometimes I'll go a while without smoking, you know, maybe months, and then sometimes, like, you know, I can, you know, smoke like 8 blunts a day or something like that. And then at that point, I'm just like, I just, you know, I just gotta have a little lower the tolerance, which is actually easy for me. People are different with different drugs, of course. So that you know, that's really not too bad for me. It's not, I'm not like going to shit my pants or be angry that, you know, I have less pot. It just doesn't have that kind of effect on me. Of course I just like it. If I just keep, you know, if I haven't smoked in a couple months, I start smoking, and then it just, you know, you just build that tolerance, and it's just, you know, it just kind of happens naturally like it would with anything. But I love Cottonmouth Kings. That was like, you know, the stoners, which was like the few people, you know, in town. That's what we listened to, so it was really funny. It reminded me of that. People would bring, I remember people bringing their little, it's probably a fucking boombox, and playing Cottonmouth Kings, like you know, to go skating and hang out in like the random, you know, wilderness. A lot of fun. Who else am I looking at here? Watain. Oh my gosh. I would love to go to their concert. I like how I still say, you know, so sometimes in my real life I can't just swear all the time, so it does show. And then when I can swear, like right now, it just slips my mind. But yeah, Watain, they're really satanic. They're a Swedish band. They were friends with Dissection, and I believe, yeah, they still tour. But they bring blood to all their concerts, and it's a real they consider it a real satanic ritual. So, you know, they drench the audience in blood and guts, and it's supposed to be for, you know, for a satanic rite. I would love to go and, you know, have the full understanding of what that, you know, implies. I think some people have tried to sue them, or people have puked or so. I heard like that people puked at their concerts. You know, you get drenched in blood because you're just going because you want to, I don't know, you want to either be a poser or you don't really know what these people are about, and then you get a big surprise. I suppose that would be pretty unpleasant, but I think that just, it's like that, you know, group mentality, trance state of a ritual that, you know, you just probably, you know, I could love and get into, because you wouldn't really care so much. You'd be more about heightening the, well, basically the group ritual. But you can imagine how, you know, people react to that. But I'd love to go. that would be one, like a in-person experience to have. That would be something I'd want. Oh, I always have to mention Pantera. I love Pantera. I listen to them all the time. Even like, you know, when I clean. That makes me feel, I mean, but I always listen to this music even though it's kind of was out of my, you know, original time as well, but I just kind of like what I like. Oh, yes. Cinderella is like an 80s band. It's not satanic. Duran Duran, Tears for Fears. Again, not satanic, but just kind of, oh, I do like Zeal and Ardor. So they're an African, or the lead singer is, but I think his band is actually in Europe. And I think the popular song is Stranger Fruit. But most of their music is all about, you know, Satan. What if, basically it's like coming from the perspective of, you know, if Africans accepted Satan as their god instead of the Christian God. And, you know, I think that's really cool. So it's got like a jazzy, southern blues kind of vibe. It's really good. Yeah, I'm just gonna see what else I can find. I like Cancer, the band. They're probably, well, I'm pretty sure that the guy in the video Back from the Dead, he has like a ring with a pentagram. So I'm gonna go ahead and say they are satanic, but you never know. Death with, I forgot, you know, Chuck, I can't really pronounce his last name. American band, from the 90s. They're really, really good. You know, he passed away from cancer. But him and the guitarist, James Murphy, they're really good. I think he's in both of those bands. What else am I thinking about? I like some good old grunge. Nirvana, Alice in Chains. Nothing of that has to do with Satanism. Just looking at all my random music here and going, what the fuck? Yeah, I like Behemoth. I just saw the music video for Blow Your Trumpet, Gabriel. That's a really well, you know, researched demon mythology, really. And it's very well presented in this music video. It's just kind of, it's very satisfying. Yeah, I mean, you know, those are some of the, I've heard some Robert Johnson. He's from way back when, and it's not, his music's not satanic. It's just the the legend about him is. So things like that. But yeah, I like, you know, like a lot of different music, like Metallica, you know, Pantera, all those kinds of, you know, things like that. So that's just kind of my brief music list. I'm probably leaving some out here. You know, I like the Misfits. That's got that certain look. That's fantastic. I like, you know, a lot of hippie music, The Doors, Jefferson Airplane. Anything like that. So, you know, but of course my favorite music is satanic music. So I will talk to you guys later.